Nothing happened, but then that other girl chopped his head off, and that went too far.
I didn't.
All right, we are live, and we've got Switch in the house. My name's Chris Rogopoulos. Welcome to the Master of Nothing podcast. I wouldn't say we have a guest on today. He's more of a producer, and he's got some skills. All right, introducing Switch. Say hello to everyone real quick.
All right, everybody. Yeah, it's kind of a long time coming, and I really appreciate. We have a lot to talk about. As he said, I'm a producer on the show, getting the podcast together, and that was quite a trip to get it all put together, wasn't it?
Yeah, I bet.
So it's very interesting, though. We're going to have a lot of good topics. We're going to let Chris talk about what the podcast is about. But yeah, I'm excited to be here.
You know, right before we hit record, I was just telling Switch. Well, he was asking me, what the show's about, and obviously that's the biggest question. So I told him, just listen to this, so I'll just do it, while we're on the thing.
Oh my God.
All right, hold on.
Welcome to the Master of Nothing podcast, where we explore a wide range of topics without any formal structure. In each episode, we delve into the complexities of life, discussing everything from philosophy to art, and everything in between. Our goal is to challenge perspectives and invite open-minded discussions. We don't claim to be experts, but rather, we approach each topic with genuine curiosity and a desire to learn. With a diverse range of guests from various backgrounds,
all right.
we share insights and stories that offer new perspectives and broaden our understanding of the world. Join us on this journey of exploration, where we embrace the unknown and celebrate the beauty of lifelong learning. The Master of Nothing podcast, where knowledge and curiosity converge.
All right, so if anyone asks me what this podcast is about again, I'm going to refer them back to this, because I'm not going to say all that.
I'm just curious, where did you get any of that stuff at, man?
If you're not using AI right now, folks, you're being left in the dust. That's all I'm saying. How do you know you're not in AI right now?
I don't know. I don't know anything about AI. I guess I use a cell phone. I do.
You're not a cell phone.
I don't know.
Okay. How much do you know if is AI inside you already since the advancement? Now, if people don't know, they released AI this year. It's kind of fuzzy, the exact day, but this year, and why it's important to me, because it's really important to Elon Musk. And I don't know why it's so important. Love or hate Elon Musk, we got to listen to what he says, seriously. And he's warning us about AI. So what I'd really like is if I could get someone on here to, who's smarter than us and talk about AI. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's really cool. Like I said, I don't know anything about AI really. So
why are you on here? No, let's talk about something else then.
Sure.
But the AI is important, no, really.
Yeah.
Because I think that we're slowly going to merge somehow with technology. Well, we are. We're already doing it.
No. I watch a lot of YouTube videos, clips basically of people who change their voice, and I guess you could say that's AI too, because people change their voice to make themselves sound like girls, and then when they do streaming on Warzone, for instance, they gain more traction because they think they're like this hot girl playing games with them, but it's really just a man behind the game. And
that's old technology, man. What about even deep fake, those videos? They had me for a minute, man. When I saw that one with he morphed into Tom Cruise. Remember that one actor?
Oh, yes.
I believed that for a second.
Well, I thought there is a Tom Cruise impersonator out there. I've been seeing
He's different, but he's no AI. See,
right.
Here's why AI is going to take over. You can deep fake Tom Cruise right now and use his voice. And AI will spit out his dialogue like I just spit out what this podcast is all about.
Yeah, no, it's crazy because actually that you bring it up is that I did see like people have been posting like Drake, Eminem, and they're using AI to recreate it. And then it's like, it seems like the creativity of music or just anything now is going to go away. You know, I don't know.
Well, if they're smart, they're gonna figure out a way to monetize it. See, so if I say, do me an intro with, Tupac's voice, but a rap for my intro,
Oh my
I'm
gosh.
I'm paying royalties, or that's gonna be stripped, right?
It's kind of crazy considering because whose property technically is it?
Well, yeah. Well, who owns the moon?
uh, does somebody actually own it? I don't know.
Well, someone's parking their car or their rover on it.
Yeah, very interesting. And yeah,
Well, do they pay taxes for parking on the moon?
I don't know. But again, this is just me being new into it, and you can correct me if I'm wrong. But I actually heard that, whatever countries have been there have claimed territory on the moon. Have you heard anything like that?
Well, what I've heard is Snoop Dogg bought property, virtual property, like beachfront and like virtual Meadowland. That's going to be the thing. We're all going to be at home, like, I think, linked in with technology.
Oh man.
And we're going to be competing with bots and
So
AI.
it was actually interesting. I don't mean to interrupt you, Chris, because I actually seen on Warzone, just a thought, because we're on this topic. On Warzone, they have Snoop Dogg, Nicki Minaj, is that how you say her last name? So
Yeah.
they have them, right? You can be them going on Warzone shooting people. So my thought is, does Snoop Dogg get paid for every purchase if someone buys that skin?
Well,
Because it's physically him.
why do you think Snoop Dogg is everywhere?
Oh,
He
yeah,
can't be canceled.
Oh, he's popular, man.
I mean, he did that video. I think he was acting like he was going to shoot Trump or something, and nothing happened. But then that other girl chopped his head off, and that went too far.
I didn't I didn't see this. That's
Dude,
really
you
funny.
need to get out, man. Or no,
No,
that's
well,
the point.
Well, I can tell everyone. Do you mind if I share a little bit about me as we're getting into this?
Yes.
So what's interesting is that, again, meeting Chris, it's very interesting how we met. I became his producer because I have my own YouTube music reaction channel. So those of you guys have seen me, All That I Got Reactions is mine. And kind of came across him at a store, and we just kind of became friends because he needed help setting up a podcast. But what's interesting is that I'm really like a jack of all trades too, just like Chris, a man of many ventures. But it's just interesting how we came together to do this podcast. So it's going to be a very interesting podcast. And before we go on to another topic, I just want to say you got to hit that subscribe button, because as a new podcast, Chris is going to tell you the same thing, is that you have an opportunity to get your voice heard. So if there's topics of discussion that you want us to bring up, you just got to put that in the comments, and we're going to get back to you in a timely manner because we're newer, right? So
Yeah, I mean, I'm glad you.
Yeah.
I mean, you talked about yourself, and then the most important thing is subscribe so we can pay for all this crap that we spent.
It's a lot. We had a lot of Best Buy trips. Did we bring that up yet? I don't think we meant that. There was a lot of trips to get this podcast up and ready. So
Well, listen, I promised everyone I was doing a podcast, so it's up. We have all the equipment, and so we're going forward until we take over all of Howard Stern's people, disgruntled listeners.
Oh, I'm so excited. And we're going to have special guests. It's just going to be endless. It's the sky literally is not even the limit. We're going to go further than the sky. I mean, we have so many
Like
opportunities. Oh, man. Oh, right. But it's just, the sky's, really not the limit, because I hate saying the sky's the limit, but we're going to have so many special guests, so many things that's going to make this a fun podcast. And again, you could be a part of that journey.
And all we need is what do you call them? Followers?
We need
Or
followers.
subscribers,
We need
I mean?
subscribers. Subscribing, hitting that like button, drop in the comments, lets us know that you guys are enjoying what we're doing, and we're going to continue to comment and reply back to as many people as we can, and come up with whatever topics you guys are wanting to see. So
I was asking people before for like investments. That was a whole, because we do, investing in real estate and whatnot. So that was besides the point. But this is all paid for. But the initial subscribers, again, why is that important?
Oh yeah, no, just very important. Again, just lets us know that we're doing the right thing. And honestly, our
schedules.
Yeah, right.
How many kids do you have, Switch?
I have a lot, guys. I have 6 kids. I got 6 kids. I gotta support them, and the only way I can do that is you guys hit that like and hit
That's
that
it.
sub button right there. But we have so it's going to be hard to describe in one setting what we're trying to accomplish with the podcast. But again, this is Chris's podcast, and I'm just his producer. And you may see me on there as a special guest here and there. And unless you guys want to see more of me, you want to be his co-host, you got to tell him, Chris, make Troy the co-host. But anyways, if we want to keep it as interactive as possible, fun as possible, and we have so many ideas, guys. Again, it's so hard to describe. I always feel like, you know what's funny? I'm going to say this, Chris, and maybe you agree, maybe you won't, because this kind of brings up this thought. So when I was in high school, right, and maybe some of you guys can relate to this. When you're in high school and you could pick out the most best-looking guys, right? It's always the best-looking guys 10, 20 years down the road. It might be the most I wouldn't say the most wealthiest, but they end up being the ugliest guys. I swear to God. It's the ugly guys in high school that are the ones that made the money and honestly become better looking as they age. I don't know. Have you heard that before?
Are you saying I was ugly when I was in high school?
I'm saying that. If my theory is correct, Chris, you were ugly in high school. Were you or were you not?
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? It's the uglier you
Well,
are,
dude,
the
I had
better looking you get.
Yeah, no one even started looking at me until I shaved my head, I think.
No one looks at me. So I don't know.
Shave your head, dude.
I don't know. I could, but I have hair and I want to embrace it.
Don't get the surgery first. Because everyone that has the surgery has no hair because it doesn't work. Well, you don't see the ones who do work, but some famous people have tried it, and it's like, just shave it.
Yeah, I mean, if that's what it takes, But yes, like you said, married, 6 kids, married, just happy. And yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm trying to get my wife on. That's going to be, that right there's a nugget. Trying to get her on. That would be a special guest.
What are you doing over there?
This is our first one, dude. So.
Any other topics, Chris? So this first podcast, again, we're just introducing ourselves.
Speaking of that, go back to me real quick.
All
so
right.
you're talking about, you're talking about if good looking and all that. Now check this out. Okay, people see me now. Watch. I'm okay, but I have headphones. Let me do this transformation. Maybe this helps.
Chris, it doesn't help. Nobody wants to check you out in this.
I know. Well, I'm not changing, man. If this matters, now tell them what I'm doing.
He loves he loves this jacket.
I just bought it from Men's Warehouse. Now, what if I started the podcast like this? Would you take me more serious?
Absolutely. You honestly look like Joe Rogan's brother. I'm gonna be honest with you.
No, I get Dana White.
Maybe Dana White too, and Dana White.
Yeah. We had the opportunity to meet him. I'm gonna. He says he's never doing a movie, but I promised him I'm gonna play him. So I'm not hoping he passes or anything because everyone loves Dana White. But
Love that guy.
I mean, I'd be honored to tryouts or whatever.
Yeah.
Audition.
All right.
I could do. You know what? I could do a Life of Joe Rogan. I think because his martial arts and all that.
Yeah, no, dudes, and he's still ripped. I was just watching him the other day. Somebody challenged him to push-ups, and he started doing like 50 push-ups or something. I don't know what it was, if he did 50 or he just said, "I know I can do more push-ups than you."
Yeah. Speaking of all that, let's not. Who's up in that vein is my old coach, or one of them. I mean, but Anthony Njokuani. I don't know why I paused there, but he had a fight Friday. It was awesome. He won, so shout out to him.
Yeah,
And we're hoping we can ask him to come on the show, maybe.
That would be awesome because, like I said, we're gonna have a lot of special guests. I'm excited for that as the producer as well. I'm just gonna be excited to see and meet everybody, so it's gonna be fun.
Yeah. So let's do this. But here's the good thing: you guys got a little taste of kind of what it is. It's about nothing. See, and I'm the master of that, huh?
Actually, yeah, exactly. Again, Masters Podcast. We're excited. And this is just our first podcast. And again, it's going to get more exciting. You got to hit the like. You got to hit the sub. And drop a comment, guys. Come on. Show the love.
The love. I like to end on my clock. Oh, and shout out to Royal Ink in Las Vegas. What's up, Raphael?
All right, guys. He's yeah, for sure. He just wants to show off this clock here, so he's gonna go around here and show this. But thanks, guys. Thank you guys for the support, and we look forward to entertaining you guys. Thank you guys so much. Masters Podcast out.